various bumps you can hit along the way. But our next guest says if you haven't taken a road trip lately, you're really missing out on a unique, life-changing experience. And he's written a book to help you make your next road trip easier and more fun. We welcome author and entrepreneur Jonathan Samos. Welcome, Jonathan. We are so happy to have you here.
Thank you, Linda.
What inspired you to write this book?
I did a lot of traveling these past 3 years with my former girlfriend. She was a travel nurse, and so I owe a lot of these adventures to her. But we realized the immense benefits of driving throughout the country. You know, all the different types of terrain, the psychological benefits of road trips. You know, how it can clear your mind, have time for self-awareness, can also strengthen relationships with loved ones, friends, family members, and it really puts things in perspective for self-growth. So there's so many amazing benefits associated with road trips that people don't realize. And the biggest concern is people don't know how to plan them. They feel overwhelmed by the planning process.
So what are your tips for planning one?
I simplified the planning process into 7 main steps. And then also in the book, there's road trip commandments, packing lists, charts, maps, all kinds of resources. So to make things simple.
That's so cool. Yes, it is. What a great idea.
Appreciate that.
Because we just don't know how to get started.
We just get in the car and drive away, and then we run into mess.
So how do you get started?
Well, I categorize trips as either destination-based or experience-based. So destination-based would be if you have a friend's wedding in, let's say, North Carolina. So that would be the destination, and you plan the trip accordingly to that route, that framework. If it is experience-based, that would be such as you wanting to take a winter trip to experience like everything snow-related, White Christmas. So then you would take how long you have and determine where you can go to experience those experiences. So White Christmas, snow, skiing, hot chocolate, all the little perks, and then plan that trip accordingly. So choose a destination, based off that time frame. So let's say I have 3 days. I can go to North Georgia, and so what towns in North Georgia might have snow? And so you plan accordingly. So 7 steps, how long you have, if it's destination-based, experience-based, what general theme you want, that's going to be your why. So the experiences comes down to more on that. Your range, research.
There's something in here, I have the copy of your 25 commandments, and one of the ones that jumped out right away to me was always get plenty of sleep the night before a road trip. And I feel like that is something, at least I'm very guilty of, is I don't go into a trip rested.
Absolutely, and that's very important because if you don't get a good night's rest before the trip, you will not be able to fully live in the moment. And the whole premise is to enjoy the journey, not the destination. So symbolic of life as well. If you're too tired, you'll be falling asleep. And to add on to that really quick, certain roads actually produce vibrations similar to theta waves in your brain and kind of lull you to sleep. So if you already start tired, it can be very dangerous.
Yes.
How important is the playlist?
Big part of it, yes, for sure.
But how do you make sure you get along with that other person? You said you were traveling with your girlfriend. It can be challenging when you're in a car a long time together.
Yes, I do recommend stopping every 2 hours to stretch your legs, and then you can switch if you do have someone with you. Keeps you fresh, keeps you able to enjoy the journey, for sure.
And you limit the time a person should drive in one day, right?
Yes, I would say no more than 8 hours or 500 miles, whichever comes first, because that way if you leave in the morning, you arrive early afternoon, and then you still have time to enjoy not only the trip, but also the destination for that night. Otherwise, you'll be stressed or, you never want to drive at night. That'll increase your chances of sketchy scenarios or stopping at gas stations.
Safety is
Exactly.
Any weekend trips around here that we could take, road trips?
Yes, people don't realize how amazing Florida is, and also Georgia. And so you can literally head to northern Florida, see springs, natural springs, a waterfall. There's a couple of waterfalls, even up to St. Augustine, one of the oldest cities in America, cobblestone streets. Cumberland Island off the coast of Florida and Georgia, most people don't know about. It's actually an island you take a ferry to, and there's nothing on the island but there's wild horses from the early 1900s. They let loose alligators. It's just a beautiful island. You can actually walk up to the horses. I wouldn't recommend petting them though, of course. They try to bite you.
You know that, I can tell.
I tried. But also you can go up to northern Georgia and then back around. There's so much to see within 3 days.
Oh, you have inspired us.
Oh,
Thank
yes.
you so much, Jonathan.
Thank you.
Jonathan's book, How to Road Trip America, will be out in mid-March. To learn more and to order your copy, go to howtoroadtripamerica.com.